Hi, welcome to the second episode of WeedHacking Movies with our star, Alan Danziger. Alan, as you know, was the star of the 1974 original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we're here to recount a few more stories about that movie. As I recall, in our last episode, you gave it an 11 out of 10, one of your favorite movies, and the number one reason was because you're in it.
You are correct. You are totally correct.
So give us a little bit more feel about once the movie finished shooting, what kind of happened in post-production and some stories about the financing, things like that of the movie.
Well, actually, what I think really happened in post-production is when that movie took place, because a lot of us thought the movie wouldn't come out when we were shooting it. I mean, they were changing scenes all the time. I think half the crew was stoned a good part of the time. And so the movie, I think the working title was Leatherface or Head Cheese.
Head Cheese, yeah.
And a fellow by the name of Warren Scarron, who became the first head of the film commission in Austin, he came up with the title Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, wow.
And then the editing, the sound, the scroll at the beginning, which was done by John Larroquette, and he was paid back then in weed. Just a little tidbit for you. And so, you know, when the movie comes out, you know, it starts climbing up the charts, you know, like with a bullet. I thought I had hit the brass ring, and I actually, because they couldn't pay us very much at all, we got like a percentage. So I thought, wow, this is going to be good.
Sure.
Well, after I got my first royalty check, I could go to McDonald's. So
Ooh.
There was something wrong with that picture. And what was wrong with the picture is the real massacre took place after the movie came out, because the distributors were the mafia. And so the movie's making millions and we're not getting any of it.
Right.
And it took years of litigation and whatnot before Vortex got the movie back.
So the ownership pie was pretty much chainsawed up, right?
Yeah. By that time it was long gone.
It was long gone. But every now and then you'll get some kind of royalty.
Oh yeah,
right?
actually, yeah. As of the last few years, I've gotten some decent royalty checks. That's why you don't see me applying for food stamps right now.
That's great. That's great. And as I understand, as we move in and they make another sequel down the road, they actually use some of the original footage or photos from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre and again.
Yeah, in fact, the Chainsaw 3D, I got more money for not being in the movie than I got for being in the movie. Only in America.
That's right. And you were also featured on a pinball machine, right?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I still am. I still am featured on and the pinball machine is a dynamite pinball machine. It's really a work of art.
That's great. In the last episode, you talked a little bit about the gas station scene being your favorite scene in the movie. Tell us what happened at the gas station that made you laugh.
Well, what happened was when Jim Seedow comes out, you know, to say that they've got no gas, and we were in disbelief, the troll fella comes over and he starts splashing soapy water on the windshield, and inadvertently I had hit the windshield wiper, and that just sprayed all the soapy water down Jim Seedow's face. And what a trooper he was. He still tried to deliver his lines. But Kirk, Bill Vail, and myself, we lost it. We could not regain our composure. As a result, Toby walked off the set and being furious, and Kim Hinkle finished it up.
That's great. That's great. In the original movie as well, you wrap it up, and was there any kind of a cast party or anything where you guys could all see it together?
No. No, absolutely not. We saw nothing.
So as I understand it, you actually took your parents to see it.
No. What happened when the movie came out, my parents, who were retired, which is the law, and living in Florida, in Hallandale, so when they heard that the movie was coming out, they went to see it with an aunt and uncle of mine, and it showed at a porno theater. And so it was I believe it was a double feature, and the second feature was Debbie Does Dialysis.
There you go.
And at the scene where I go into the house, my mother stands up in her native language, which was no language. She grunted, and she starts screaming for me not to go into that house. So much so that the ushers came and tried to escort her out of the theater.
That's terrific. Alan, any other stories about Chainsaw you'd like to talk about?
Just that in shooting that movie, I got to meet John Henry Falk, who was like a hero of mine. I listened to him in New York growing up on the Barry Gray show, and he was just such a delightful gentleman, and he had all these great stories. That alone was worth being on that set.
Oh, nice.
For meeting him. A wonderful guy.
That's great. That's great. Did you ask for his autograph?
Not then. I should have.
But you give your autograph quite a bit these days, don't you?
I don't necessarily give it. I mean, I sign for stuff and people pay for my autograph.
What's some of the things that you'll sign or people will bring for you to sign?
Well, they bring posters. They bring Leatherface. I've signed a couple of breasts in my time.
Oh my God!
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of people have tattoos, of Leatherface, and I think there's even one of me. So
Wow.
it's just, I can't tell you how exciting it is at this point in my life, as a geezer, to have people still want to, talk to me, find out about the movie, and ask questions. And now this year I'm busier than ever.
Yeah.
Going around talking about Chainsaw and our new movie, The WeedHacking Massacre.
That's right. And last year you even went to Tokyo and London and a few other places.
Yeah, and it's funny because wherever we went, people were just enthralled about the movie. And the neat thing is, as I told my stories, the translator would tell, and people laughed at the same place. So funny is funny.
That's great. And you're running into kids that know this movie inside and out.
Yeah, and that's troubling, to be honest with you.
That's great. That's great. Well, that wraps up episode 2, and we'll be back shortly with another episode of Weed Hacking Movies with our star Alan Danziger.